I just had to do
At
it.
Backlash.
At Backlash,
At Backlash.
we are going to do the Backlash predictions. It is in 7 days. They could add another match. We'll throw a little zesty prediction on the top, but we need to go over match by match, see who we think is going to win, what makes most sense. You know the deal. We do it all the time. MVP's in the house. If you are new here, subscribe to the channel. Truly appreciate it. All of you are appreciated. Without further ado, at Backlash.
At Backlash.
Um, let's start with we have Danhausen and a partner to be named versus Miz and Kit Wilson. Yeah. I'm not going to do that because I'm so chubby that when I do that, nothing moves. It's just, I look like a
Hey,
ice cream cone.
I just jacked my back trying to do that.
Never again. Um, who do we think the mystery partner is going to be? Let's start with that.
Oh man. Who else has beef with the Miz or Kit Wilson?
Jelly Roll.
It might. Or I don't know. I'll pull a name from out of left field. A planking Johnny Gargano.
Disco Inferno.
Oh God.
Um,
Glenn Gilberti does not need to. He can stand busted open.
the fact that on a whim you knew his real name is pretty crazy. Um, honestly, it's probably going to be Jelly Roll. He's been around. WWE
Yeah.
likes to use him, and he's already had some beef with Miz and Kit Wilson. I'm going to break the fourth wall here because we love our wrestling community. All of us content creators are in the same boat. We look out for each other. But if you watch Santi Zap, he's going to be oiling up here because I think Jelly Roll's going to jump off the top rope. Sorry to throw that out into the universe for you, Santi, but yes, I think that is going to happen 1,000,000%. It's
Oil
Jelly
up,
Roll.
baby.
That you know that there are actual signs in the crowd, oil up
Yeah,
Santi.
yeah. Yep.
um, I
If
think
you
that
know, you know.
it's either Jelly Roll or it's going to be like Obafemi. Like Danhausen just gets like a monster of a man to show up. I'm going to go with the celebrity involvement, though. I'm going to go with Jelly Roll. So,
Yeah.
who wins the match? Obviously, Danhausen and whoever, because someone's going to get cursed, and it's going to be Danhausen. He's
Yep.
undefeated so far.
Uh huh.
He has not lost a match. So,
But they did make it not an overwhelming, favorite because they did put the beat down on him.
yes. Even though he should be in prison for breaking and entering into Mrs. House.
And stealing a little girl's bike. Which I saw something online where they're like, how do- how do you tell your daughter that Danhausen stole your bike? And then Miz is like, my daughter loves Danhausen.
She's like, here,
So
have my
when
bike.
when I told her that Danhausen stole your bike. She's like, that's okay. I like him. You can get me another bike.
That's great. So we agree Danhausen and his partner win. Probably
Yeah,
going to be Jelly Roll or a monster of a man.
jelly. Jelly roll has it.
Yeah. Let's move to Iyo Sky versus Asuka in a match that doesn't need to happen anymore.
Nope,
It was for the
does
soul
not
of
need to
Kairi
happen.
Sane, and Kairi Sane has flown her wings into another place, except for,
The land of the rising sun.
yeah, well, except for, I predict she shows up. And I'm stupid for betting it. If I'm a betting man, none of my parlays hit. However, um, I just think that they're getting a little too tongue in cheek with reality lately. And the R
Yeah.
Truth thing last year showed me that if the right amount of people cheer, they'll bring them right back. And I think that Iyo Sky and Asuka have a pretty good match, and Kyrie shows up to help Iyo win. and that creates your pop of the night where it's going to happen once, and then Kyrie Sane's going to come back and go right back into obscurity like R-Truth, and we won't even see her relevant. But they will bring her back for the moment. They love their moments instead of actual good storytelling. So I'm predicting Kyrie Sane comes back, helps Iyo Sky win. Uh, Probably won't happen because if I bet on it, I don't win many parlays. So MVP.
Now, when you say people cheer, we want Kyrie, I think that's a stretch
They were faint on
because
Monday Night Raw.
oh, faint is being generous. They were barely there. This was not on the level of We Want Truth. You heard that on both shows.
That's
We
true.
Want Truth. We heard none of that on SmackDown. None of that. We Want Kyrie, and you barely heard it on Raw. It's not the same. That being said, do I think there's a possibility of that happening? Absolutely, absolutely. Um, but I'm not as wishful thinking as you are here. I don't think it's going to happen. Uh just to get done with it, because this feud doesn't need to happen anymore. I I, I want like if if Kyrie's involvement was still there, I'd say Asuka wins.
Yeah. Just add a little bit
But
more razzle dazzle on the Kyrie turn.
yeah, that and if it ends, what's there for Iyo to do? She really has nothing now. So, but since there's no Kyrie, there's no more story here. They're pulling bullshit out of the air right now just to finish it. Um, I think Iyo wins just to bring it to the back of the yard, the back of the shed, and old yeller it.
Yeah, I think so too. So I think we're both in agreement that Iyo wins this.
Yes.
Um, Trick Williams versus Sami Zayn for the United States Championship. This will be a day after a funeral for a
Yeah.
foam gingerbread man.
Oh my goodness.
Now, a lot of
And
content creators like it. I don't.
uh oh and um on a short that will never get uploaded, I I poo pooed on it so bad. It was so bad. Why why is a gingerbread fucking costume getting more time than the New Day?
He called the shit doo doo. Remember Billy
Uh
Madison? Yeah, the fact that like we cut like Kyrie Sane, Wyatt Six, like all this talent that has been cut, but we're gonna dedicate about a 15-minute segment to a funeral
yeah.
of a gingerbread man, which will end up with Trick and Sammy fighting. But if people hated if they didn't hate Sammy before, they hate him now. I mean, this is just terrible. Like, you took Trick, who just came up, has been killing it, featured in main event segments, taken down some of the main event talent, won the United States Championship, and now they're fighting over the gingerbread man's soul. It's terrible. However, no reason at all for Trick Williams to lose this match at Backlash. He retains the United States Championship. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe this will be the actual turn of Sami Zayn. The crowd is hating on him. Maybe this is the actual time it will happen. But I will turn to you. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. Trick Williams wins. What the crowd needs to do is boo Trick Williams because he's the one that introduced that fucking costume.
However, I hate to tell you this. The week that it debuted, tell me that wasn't the greatest thing ever. Cutting a promo and you just see this in the background, like
Mm, no, no, no.
it kind of was hitting for me a little bit. But
Dude, that's
because I
like
thought it was a one-off thing.
See, that's like Logan Paul coming out with a fucking life size Prime bottle. Come on,
Hashtag on
come
show
on.
speed.
Yeah.
So Trick Williams or Sami Zayn wins at Backlash. Who do you got? Trick.
No, I'm agreeing with you, Trick Williams,
Yeah,
100%.
it's the only play.
But he needs. I think he needs to be 100% definitive heel.
Yeah, but people don't like Sammy. It's going to be
He
very
he'll
hard.
he'll be a heel too. But this I want this feud like just like Iyo and Asuka. I want this feud over.
I think it
This feud
will.
does not need to continue.
I think it will. You know what? Remember when we talked about our WrestleMania review, and I told
Yeah.
you it should have been Sami Zayn with Randy Orton?
Hmm.
I think they're writing that. I think that writing it like writing it in, but also writing that wrong, because now Sammy is involved with Cody again, doing some segments with Cody on SmackDown. So maybe when Cody Rhodes faces Gunther, maybe Randy Orton comes back and Sami Zayn is with Randy. Could happen. Which, by the way, that match might happen at Backlash. We might get 7 matches, Matt, at Backlash. At Backlash.
Gunther and Cody. Sheesh.
That could happen. And then the Vision and Street Profits could happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Seth Rollins versus Bron Breakker. Now, this is only the beginning. This is not going to be a one and done. Seth Rollins is going to be in this for a while. So I have Bron Breakker winning here because Seth can't win yet. He's going to have to go through some trials and tribulations before he comes out on top. If he wins here, there's no point to continue because he got his vengeance. Unless they post-match beat him down. I think Bron Breakker's got to win this one.
Okay, so Raw ended with them with Seth getting the upper hand mentally.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
In the Steiner family, you're not even
be...
the second best.
Yeah, dude, because both the Big Papa Pump sons, they're coming.
Yeah.
I think the oldest one just signed with the NFL, if I'm not mistaken. Could be mistaken.
He has a 33rd and 2% chance of debuting at Backlash.
I agree with you. This story needs to continue. I don't know if it's gonna end with Seth just beating down Braun, because there's still another guy that is still part of it. Bronson Reed. I don't know if he's ready to go. Um, this might end with a schmaz.
Oh, it will. I mean, Bron Breakker's not
Yeah.
winning clean, but he's winning the match.
Yeah. No, I don't think he's winning though.
Oh, you think it'll be?
I'm
a
not
DQ?
saying it could. Yeah, it could be a DQ.
All right.
Or a no contest. It doesn't get off the. Doesn't get off at all.
Could happen. All right. So you have maybe DQ. I got Braun winning. Let's move to the World Heavyweight Championship match, which is Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu. Yada I mean. I don't have dreads. Matt, who do you think wins here? Because I mean, obviously it should be Roman, and I'm going to tell you, well, you do that like I do. I will always acknowledge my tribal chief. However, I would have said absolutely Roman's holding this till SummerSlam, the minimum. But you have changed my mind because
Me?
yes, we will not be seeing his ass all summer because
Oh.
I showed Roman Reigns advertised for every Raw through June. And you just showed me a recent
Yeah.
report that Roman Reigns is no longer advertised for any June show. Could this mean that now you have three PLEs in May? What if, now I'm going to throw a scenario at you, and this is literally, you showed that to me right before I hit record, and now my brain is just thinking out loud right now. So stop me if I don't make sense. Jacob Fatu and Roman happen at Backlash. Um, the week after that, or 2 weeks or whatever, Saturday night main event. And then the final PLE of May is Clash in Italy. Clash in Italy, they're going to want to showcase some talent for them, like Roman Reigns. I think Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu run it back at Clash in Italy. I think that Backlash ends in a DQ, and I think Zilla Fatu debuts to help Jacob Fatu beat down on the Usos and Roman, and that's going to lead to Jacob winning at Clash in Italy, and then Roman comes back at SummerSlam and gets his payback. What say you to my genius booking I just did off the whim
Um, I don't know the fine nuances with laws in other countries and our country either. Uh so I don't know if Jacob Fatu and or Zilla Fatu can travel to Italy just because their records. So just off of that, I'm kind of I'm poo pooing on your prediction.
there? He called the shit poo poo.
Uh
We thought that
yeah.
before with one of the Usos, remember, with his, and then
Oh
he
yeah.
ended up
Yeah. Well,
debuting. He showed up, so I mean, it could happen.
uh, but then also because one of the Usos couldn't be there, we got a debuting Solo Sokoa.
Facts. Um, but in my world, it could happen. Zilla could
Yeah.
debut. You know why I say that too? The last two backlashes, a Samoan debuted. Well, part of the Samoan family or whatever. You had JC Mateo, and then you had Tonga Loa, I believe, the one before that. But
You mean I debuted?
you debuted last year. Jarvis, I know you'll like that one.
um so it could happen. Uh but oh dude, Roman Reigns is retaining here. No doubt.
And then not be around in June?
Well, what happened when Lesnar was champion?
I understand, but this is different. Remember, Roman had to win this title to be the workhorse champion. It's a workhorse title, and he's been there every week so far, but that's why I think he retains at Backlash. But he
And
loses at Clash in Italy.
well, CM Punk, he's not officially on SmackDown yet. This gives all of June for CM Punk to talk trash on Roman Reigns.
Yeah, well, there's that too. So we both agree that Roman walks out as champion. Uh,
Yeah.
I just think that you have to
Well,
have a
well,
DQ here.
just because he wins cleanly doesn't mean it's over.
Jacob?
Yeah, it doesn't mean it's over for Jacob. Jacob can still
Yeah.
not acknowledge him.
I see either Zilla debuting and joining up with Jacob, or I see the Usos turning on Roman because they think Jacob is just too dangerous and they would rather side with him and say, like, we're doing this to protect the
Well, all
rest of
right.
our family, you know?
This match is so hard. This is so difficult to predict because now you got to figure in the MFTs because
They've been showing
they kind
around.
of they no, but like just on SmackDown they entered into this picture too, with Tala Tonga taking out Jacob Fatu.
Right.
Yeah, and then so you can't count out the MFTs having any sort of involvement in this match.
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting, but I'm gonna go with mine that Roman wins, but it's gonna be a DQ, and
Yeah,
we'll talk about Clash in Italy in like 2 weeks because apparently we can't do long term booking for May. We got to do back to back to back prediction videos every week of what's going to happen.
well, we don't know who's gonna be there.
We don't know yet, but anyway, bonus matches. We could have the USA or the Vision versus the Street Profits.
Yeah.
If that's the case, I don't see a reason to just pull the trigger and take the titles off of the Vision.
No,
I think
no,
you just keep them as champion.
This is yeah, but this feud will drag on because eventually the Street Profits will win the titles.
It has to drag
'Cause-
on because the only 3 tag teams on Raw that mean anything is Usos, Vision, and Street Profits. Because the War Raiders won't be there, Del Toro and Wild won't be there, the Creed brothers won't be there, the Americanos won't be there, and Otis and Tozawa won't be there. So it has to continue. They don't have anybody. Okay, so we both agree Vision win. Could add Cody versus Gunther. I don't see Cody losing, but I do see Randy maybe coming back.
No. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say it doesn't have to be for the title, but Gunther did raise the title, so
Yeah,
it does got to be for the title.
which, by the way, adds a whole new wrinkle to the favor thing. Because if Brock Lesnar truly retired, then that's not the favor. And if the favor is going to be Paul Heyman will help me get a title match later, he just showed up and attacked Cody for a title match. So I don't know what the damn favor will be, but
maybe they'll treat it like who attacked Jacob Fatu and just sweep it under the rug.
My gosh, the WWE, you don't know what you're doing. All right, MVP, that is the predictions for Backlash, and we will do our review at Backlash next week when it
After
happens.
Backlash.
Actually, next week we're going to record twice. We're going to review Backlash and predict Saturday Night Main Event just like a week later.
Oh, Jesus.
Maybe Gunther and Cody happens to Saturday Night Main Event.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Or Clash in Italy. It doesn't matter.
So
We're tired.
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
I'm saying one world title match at Backlash.
Yeah, do it right, damn it. At Backlash. Yeah, MVP, we will be back next week with a rousing couple of episodes. So till next time, we appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe. We drop wrestling content for your viewing pleasure all of the time. Thank you. We'll see you again on the next one.